Crystal bats fly! Search the land, search the water, search the sky!
As we welcome in the month of August, let's look back at all the news we got from the past month, July of 2018. Well, howdy y'all, and welcome to the Dark Crystal Conjunction, your YouTube space turned around about all things the Dark Crystal. First up, with San Diego Comic-Con just over, we did get a look at a new product that Chronicle Collectibles has in store. FizzGig. That's right, you too can have your very own puppet of FizzGig. Yes, that is a working puppet of this friendly monster. Here's a clip from the Chronicle Collectibles folks during the San Diego Comic-Con when they were introducing and talking about the newest Dark Crystal replica that they have.
Okay guys, let me see, I'll scroll through. Hey Jared, what's going on? More on FizzGig. Well, we got more details coming on FizzGig soon.
Well, FizzGig is a fully wearable hand puppet. We have it positioned with the mouth open here, but when you sit him on your shelf, his mouth is actually closed. Your hand will fit into it. It's a vinyl understructure with the fur on top. We used the original assets to sculpt the inner mouth. We worked with Hinson and their development team to get that 100% right, and then we sculpted the little feet, because when I originally saw the movie I didn't realize he had 4 feet, but he actually has 4 legs. So he has 4 little feet, then he's got like a lemur tail that's kind of ringed, and we think he's pretty cool. The response to him is people come up and they just kind of shriek when they see it, because they think it's pretty cool.
And you know what, I'm going to pan back around just in case you haven't seen one of the other feet, and I'm just going to go through the case real quick. Vodka. And for our Dark Crystal fans out there, here is FizzGig.
I think they can cut through here.
Cool, huh?
Yeah.
About as close as you'll ever get to owning the actual screen used.
That sounds awesome, right? Well, no price announced yet, but last time they showed off a prototype like this, they did have it up for pre-order within a week or two. So be on the lookout for that. I'm pretty sure it'll come out in August, but no guaranteed yet. We also did get some newer pictures of the Skeksis castle. Nothing too formal or official, but there's some photos that some people who were at San Diego Comic-Con took themselves. You can see the front and the back of the castle, and it looks great. Also, don't forget, they also do have the 1-to-1 scale of the Emperor's Scepter still available for pre-order on their website, so check that out if you're interested. Now, as far as Dark Crystal goods that you can get your hands on this month, let's start with the continuation of the new 12-part comic series Beneath the Dark Crystal, which began on July 4th. Issue number 2 will be releasing on August the 15th, that's a Wednesday. The description reads, Kensho is free from the pressures of the Crystal Castle and back out in the world of Thra, a place far wilder and more dangerous than he remembers. Meanwhile, in Mithra, the challenger to Therma's throne is forced to prove her heritage. Oh, so many questions to be explored. I am eager to see more of Thra with Kensho and learn more of Mithra's culture and history with Therma. Up on the screen there you can see some of the various covers. There are 3 covers that they're going to have for this issue. I will keep giving my first impression reviews right after I get my hands on the comics, so I hope that you'll be joining me in exploring more of Thra together with this new series. Also, I was on the Trial by Stone roundtable discussion, known as the Gathering Songs, which covered issues number 1 of Beneath the Dark Crystal. We also did a lot of review and talking about our feelings on The Power of the Dark Crystal, which is the series that came out before Beneath the Dark Crystal. Now, that was a video, and it will take some time. It is a new process for them. They're typically a podcast, but he's venturing out into video. So I would assume that it would come out in the month of August, but if it comes out later, well, whenever it comes out, I'll definitely be linking to it, so be on the lookout for that. Prepare for the new year by getting your hands on the Dark Crystal 2019 wall calendar, available August the 21st. As you can see from the pics here, it does just have 12 preview pictures on the back there, so presumably it's a calendar that just ranges from January to December of 2019. I know some calendars sometimes give you a couple months before, but this one looks like it's just the 12. I already get strange looks and questions due to the Labyrinth calendar I have hanging at my work, so I can't wait to put up this Dark Crystal one up next year either. Now, in our last news roundup, we did mention that Jim Henson's The Dark Crystal Artist Tribute may be coming out in July. Different book sites, remember, had it for 5 different days, and 4 of those days that they were supposed to come out was in July. Well, it never came out, and when I look now, it seems to be dropping digitally on August the 8th and in hardback on the 14th. Again, the blurb reads, experience the world of the Dark Crystal like never before in this art book with over 60 illustrations by some of the biggest names in comics and fantasy art. Now, when it does drop, it will be 112 pages. I've seen the cost range anywhere from $17 to $29, and interesting enough, it seems that the digital edition is more expensive than the hardback, so you may want to shop around. Lastly, all the previews I have seen of this so far look to mostly be the comic book covers or the various comic book cover variants. I do hope there will be some new art, but that has yet to be seen. But if it really is coming out this month, then we will know for sure then. More updates from the Center of Puppetry Arts, who is hosting the Dark Crystal Ball on Thursday, August 30th, in celebration of their new special exhibition, Jim Henson, The Dark Crystal, World of Myth and Magic. Previously, they announced Brian Henson, who is the chairman of the Jim Henson Company and Jim's son, as one of the celebrity guests. And during this past month, they also did tell us about 2 more special guests, Hallie Stanford, who's the president of television for the Jim Henson Company and the executive producer for The Dark Crystal Age of Resistance, and Kirk R. Thatcher, who is a director and writer known for Star Trek IV, Muppets Tonight, and he's also one of the puppeteers that was on Star Wars Return of the Jedi, and he's been involved in many, many Henson projects throughout the decade. So that is a great lineup there. The Dark Crystal Ball will take place Thursday, August 30th again in Atlanta, Georgia at the Center for Puppetry Arts. It's an 18-plus event only. They do hope to see you there, and they are still saying that there are general admission tickets available. So enjoy that if you are able to. Well, that is all the news we got. Not too much news compared to the last couple months, but still plenty of new stuff to get your hands on and to hopefully quench your Dark Crystal thirst as you await the Netflix series, which, you know, no matter what video I put out, that's what people ask about. Like, well, what about Netflix series? What about the Netflix series? Well, we don't really have anything on it yet. But hey, the executive producer, Hallie Stanford, is going to be at the Crystal Ball, so you should go buy tickets and harass her about it. Or ask her nicely many, many times. The same questions you guys ask me all the time. No, I was kidding. Don't do that. Don't be a jerk. Anyways, I love interacting with you guys. Let me know if I missed anything or what you're looking forward to this month. Until next time, keep exploring Thra.